BLISS, and I'm actually in the middle of a business entrepreneurship competition. I actually just found out that I'm going on to the next round. So this is sort of an improvised video that I'm doing at the School of Business right now, trying to get this vlog up at some point today with what I've been trying to say since like last Thursday. So excuse the background noise. This is UCF and there's always like weird stuff going on, and there's just like a concert or something for St. Patrick's Day. I don't even know because I'm just like competing. So what I want to say in this vlog is that I've remade this vlog about 4 times. Originally I was gonna do a vlog about Sherlock and how I don't watch it and what my reaction is to Sherlock for someone who hasn't seen it. But then I posted something on my Tumblr that just completely blew up, so I was gonna do a vlog about that. But then I thought that I kind of said everything that I needed to say, and I'm not particularly articulate when I speak out loud, that I'm much more articulate typing, and even then I'm not particularly articulate at all. So I'm just gonna leave that to my Tumblr verse, and then if you have any questions, you can contact me. And I found out that George Clooney was arrested for a protest that he was in regarding Sudan at the Sudan embassy, and I thought that I would do a video explaining the situation in Sudan, until I realized that there is no way on earth that I could explain the situation in Sudan in 5 minutes, because I can't explain the situation in Sudan at all. And I've read, I think, at least 100 articles on the situation in Sudan at present. Which brings me to my point of this vlog. I do not understand what's going on in Sudan. I do not understand what's going on in Syria. I do not understand what's going on in Uganda. There's a lot of things that I don't understand. I've read about it and I understand some of it, but I do not understand the vast majority of what is going on in all these things. But it is important that I try to understand. And that's my point. Hank Green did a great vlog about how it's okay to not have an opinion if you don't know what it's about, and I completely agree with that. It's fine not to have an opinion on something when you don't have enough information about it. However, it is not okay to be actively ignorant about what's going on in the world. We're all going to be ignorant because there's no way that we can know everything that's happening, but to have just a blanket ignorance or to just give up because it's impossible to know everything that's happening at all times is extremely dangerous. Don't do that. Like, no, you're a part of this planet and you need to know what's happening, and you need to try at least read Wikipedia, read articles. You know, if one of your favorite movie stars, and I think, you know, people downplay movie stars and I'm aware of that and they shouldn't be as famous, and I think that George Clooney is an excellent example of this because he says war criminals should be just as famous as he is, more famous than he is, and I completely agree. Infamous, of course, not positively. And the thing is, you need to be informed about this stuff. You need to be actively curious and actively wanting to know. And on top of that, I think you need to be willing to speak about it. A lot of people have come to my defense regarding a post that I did about feminism and my period and just things that happen to women, and there were a lot of holes in my argument. Largely, I didn't expect it to go viral, but I accept those holes in my argument, and I accept that I'm not right most of the time. Actually, I'm not right most of the time. People seem to think that because I have very strong opinions, I think that I'm right. I like to voice what I think, how I think, why I think that's important. I like to inform myself so that there's less of a chance that I am wrong, even though I probably am. And then I like to talk about it. Just because an argument is not foolproof doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about it or that you should be scared to talk about that argument. So my conclusion to all this is that it's okay to be wrong, but that it's important that you begin the conversation, that you're constantly educating yourself about everything. Everything. Just be actively curious and anxiously curious. Be wondrous. Be wondering what is happening, how it's happening, who's involved. Have opinions. Doubt your sources. All of that. It's all important. It's all part of being creative and being mentally stimulated and being intellectually verbose regarding life and existence and events and everything. And I know this is very broad and very sort of like trying to encompass everything. I keep mentioning existence, but that's just what it is to be actively and mentally stimulated and constantly curious. My point is, do not be afraid to actively engage in conversations out of fear of being wrong. Be willing to accept when you're wrong and be willing to engage. All of these conversations are important to the evolution of mankind. This is how we get answers. This is how we define what is right and what is wrong, and how as a species we intellectually evolve.